Hello everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another video on the radio channel. Okay, so today I want to talk about an upcoming film, Ice Age 6, The Meltdown. That I am very excited for this film. I'm very excited for this film. I've been a huge Ice Age fan pretty much my whole life. I love from the first Ice Age film to now, except from Ice Age 5 Collision Course. That one was terrible film. And again, like, I think I've said this before. I understand why people don't like Ice Age 3 or the dinosaurs in the fourth Ice Age film. But again, like, I do really like those films. There's something about them that I really like. The Ice Age 4 film, I know what that something is, and that's Captain Gut, the main villain. I think he's an extremely underrated villain. I really do like him. But again, like, I can understand why people forget about him, because at this time, around about this time, it was the same time as Toy Story 3 came out. So obviously the main villain was Lotso. So yeah, so I can understand why people don't remember Captain Gut as much as they do Lotso, because at the same time they came out roughly about the same time. Toy Story 3 and Ice Age 4, they came out exactly about the same time. So yeah, so and everybody was kind of like, Lotso was such a great villain. And he was such a great villain. I'm not saying Lotso's not. He's one of the best Toy Story villains. He's not one of the best. He is the best Toy Story villain, possibly even Pixar villain. But yeah, but Captain Gut was a really great villain as well from Ice Age 4. But anyway, we're going to talk about Ice Age 6 and why am I excited for this film? Well, firstly, I want to say I've seen the poster for this film. You guys know how much I love the posters, how important I think the posters are to the films, and I think this poster, from what I've seen, it looks brilliant. They're running from something, and so it's like, yeah, it kind of feels like they're going back to how Ice Age used to be from the first one, and second one, and yeah, even the third one. So yeah, so I'm really excited for that. It feels like we've got Ice Age going back to basics, which is fantastic. Yeah, it looks fantastic. In the movie poster, they're obviously running from something. So yeah, it's kind of like dangerous kind of sort of thing. Because even though it's a kind of kids film, there was like kind of a lot of adult films in there as well. So yeah, so yeah, that's really quite good. It seems like they're kind of moving on from kind of like the space stuff they did in Collision Course. Obviously, no, it didn't work. They tried it didn't work. So they're obviously kind of moving away from it now. So yep. What I will say though is I feel like this needs to be the film that wraps up the Ice Age film franchise. Like, as I say, I do really like Ice Age, but I kind of feel like if it keeps going, it's going to have like the Fast and Furious kind of thing to it, where it just keeps on getting more and more and more to the point where they're basically beating a dead horse at this point. So yep, and I really don't want that for Ice Age. I really don't want that for Ice Age. Um, so I feel like this needs to be the film that wraps up the film franchise. But what I would say though is, like, yeah, like they could, if they wanted to, they could do like a they could give like a um they could do like a spin-off film with like Sid the Sloth. I think if you were to announce Sid the Sloth getting his own spin-off film, people would not be mad at that. People would not be mad at that. They would love the idea. It would be a great idea for Sid the Sloth. But again, like, he's probably the only Ice Age character who it would work with. I think if you were to announce like a Diego getting a spin-off film, or like even Crash and Eddie, like, I don't think that wouldn't work. Like, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be as greatly received as what Sid the Sloth would be. And again, like, I feel like it would have like the kind of Despicable Me, like, and again, like, because like Sid the Sloth and Scrat, they are two characters gonna make the film. I'm not gonna lie. I think if you were to take out Sid the Sloth and Scrat, Ice Age wouldn't be as great as a film franchise as it is. Specifically, the third film. Um, like, I know as that film isn't people's favourites. Again, like, I do really like it, but it's not my favourite film in the franchise. But like, yeah, I think if you were to take, it's Scat and Sid the Sloth, it's the whole story with they two that make this film. Like, obviously in this film you've got two other plot lines going on. You've got a second plot line with like Manny and Diego. They kind of, yeah, and it's like they're kind of falling out with each other because Diego wants to leave the herd. It's not great. And then there's got a third storyline, with obviously, which was taken from the Santa Claus 3, which is basically, Ellie, thinks she's, going into labour, and it turns out she's not. It was just the baby kicking. So yep, it's not. Yes, it's like if you were to take Sid the Sloth and Sky out of those films, it wouldn't be as great. So yep, so yeah, it's Sid the Sloth and Sky that makes the third Ice Age film as good as what it is. So yeah, but any road, so yeah, so yeah, but I think if you were to announce like a Sid the Sloth spin-off film or TV series, people wouldn't be mad at that, because like again, like we in the UK, I don't know about US or anywhere else, but in the UK, when Madagascar ended, we obviously got the Penguins of Madagascar film. Obviously, know that came out in the US and further afield. And again, I feel like that's a really underrated film. I really like the Penguins of Madagascar film, because again, like when it was announced, people could have thought, okay, they're good side characters, but are they really good enough to hold on the film? They did brilliantly. And again, like, I think like if you were to announce a Penguins of Madagascar 2 film, again, people wouldn't be mad at it. Yeah, like people were actually shocked at how good this film actually was. It's a fantastic film, Penguins of Madagascar. So it's like, yeah, so if you were to announce that, yeah, why not? And then obviously in the UK, we got All Hail King Julian. We got King Julian as a spin-off series. We got All Hail King Julian, which again is another underrated TV series if anyone's ever seen this. It's really funny. It's just King Julian being King Julian. What more do you want? So yep, it's really funny. And then again, we got this in the UK. I don't know if you got it in the US or something like that, because it was on CBBC. It was not on Nickelodeon or Disney Channel or anything like that. It was on CBBC. But we got a How to Train Your Dragon spin-off series as well, which again, it wasn't great. I'm going to be honest, I watched a few episodes. Wasn't great as what is the films. So yeah, but we did. So it's like, yeah, maybe they could do something with that, with like Sid the Sloth, give him his own spin-off film or give him his own TV series. Again, I really don't think people would be mad at that if you were to announce something like a Sid the Sloth spin-off film or series or whatever. People wouldn't be mad at that. People wouldn't be mad at that at all. I really don't think. Yeah. But I think if you were to announce a spin-off series for any other character from the Ice Age films, it wouldn't go great. The only one who can really carry their own film or series would be Sid the Sloth. So it's like, yeah, scrap maybe to an extent, maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think so. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, yeah, okay. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on SH6, the, what was it called, The Meltdown. So yep, I'm really excited for this film coming out. So yeah, and I will see you all in the next video.